Hey guys, thanks for visiting my site. I got a question from one reader. How do I set up these indicators using the indicator suite? In this video I'm going to show you how to do that. So what you want to do is go to a site called tradingview.com. Okay, go to tradingview.com and you're going to have to sign up on the site. You probably will have to pay something like $5-10 a month for these indicators. I got in for free because I got in a couple years ago and I got grandfathered in. But anyway, just follow the sign up. It'll lead you through a series of steps, and then you want to start. And here are the indicators that you need. Let me put this up. All right. So what you want to do right now is just freeze this video. Just hit pause and look at this list. Okay. What you probably want to do is print the page and refer to it. So you're going to use these indicators. You're going to have to look them up on TradingView. Okay, so I'll just wait a second, just pause the page and then print it. Okay, I'm going to assume you did that. Now with these indicators, these are the indicators that you have to find when you're setting this up. And the way you do it here is, you see this bar up here? Go to indicators, okay? And then there are public library indicators and built-in indicators, all right? I believe these are all in built-ins. Or I'm sorry, I believe these are all in the public library, and there's a lot of indicators in the public library because everybody designs them and sends them into the site, and that's the majority of the indicators that I use, the public library. Now, the built-ins, there's not that many, okay? So I'm scrolling down here. It's only from here to here, and I don't believe any of those are on this list. I took a quick look, and I don't think they're here. So yeah, I'm not sure. There might be one, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to go through them all right now. But it's not that big of a list, okay? I believe they're all in here, public library, and it's going to take you a while to find these because this list keeps going and regenerating, and you see that there's more and more. So you're going to have to go in, and you're just going to have to find them. I'm sorry, there's no way around it. I really don't know where they are on the list, but once you find it, you click it like that, and right there it's asking for some money because I only have 3 indicators, even though I'm running about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 because I got grandfathered in. So I can't add anymore. But anyway, you click that, it would add, it would show up over here. Okay. So everything you have here on this list is what's running on this page. Okay. So you need to look again. You need to go over here to indicators. Okay. You have several options over here. Okay, you go to public library. I don't think they're in the built-ins. Go to public library, and you got to find these. Okay, find all those. You may have to pay a little bit of money, but that's what I'm running here on this page. And you get those going, and then from that point, you're going to have a sign in here, and that's how you get in. So now, and then from that point on, let me back out. There's TradingView's main page. Once you do the sign in, see that's my handle. Okay. Once you do this, the sign up for your page, you'll have a handle that you'll be using on here. And then when you want to go in, you go to charts. Okay. So I have 2 main charts that I'm using here. One is with the CM Slingshot, and that is another thing I'm using. However, the God mode here, that's a good indicator. You could look that up. That'll also be in that same list. And then the slingshot system will also be in that list. And I basically have that on a separate page here because that just helps me look at trends and when I think things are turning. But to tell you the truth, I haven't been using that much. And also another one that I haven't been using really is Blue Sky Day. I've had those in earlier videos. Blue Sky Day tends to be a lagging indicator, so that doesn't really tell you what's going to be happening coming up like some of these do. Blue Sky Day is more of a lagging indicator, and it'll do a lot of repainting, I've found, since I posted those videos. Like, it'll repaint it to make itself look like it was right all along on the 2020 Hindview. So I really don't use Blue Sky Day that much anymore. And CM Slingshot, that's my secondary. But really what I use, and I'll come back here to the main TradingView page. Really, you go to chart, you just hover, and it pops up, the amount of charts you have. I use this one, and I just named it my name. but basically has all those indicators I was talking about. Okay, so basically what I do is I trade XLF, which is a Spider ETF fund, and the reason I do that is because the options are so cheap. Okay, now to tell you the truth, it would really behoove you if once you get some money together to trade QQQ, because the options for QQQ are more expensive. Like right here, let's see, when this is not expiring this week, this is expiring next week, which is basically what I use. I like the prices, 21 cents, 34 cents, 48 cents. Now once you start trading QQQ, these same prices are like $3-4. Okay, so basically per contract you're putting out like $300-400-500 instead of I'm putting out like 20, 30, 40 bucks here. So I trade that, and I try to trade at the money. So that's also protection, because when you don't trade it, when you're trading way outside of the money, you have erosion going against you if it's not near that stock price, or that share price, because right now it's running at about 21.50. So that's what I do, and that's how you set up the indicator suite. It's not really that complicated. Just go through everything I just showed you in the video. If you have any questions, let me know. And basically, when I'm trading this, if you want to know how to trade this, in my previous video I showed you what I do. I show you how to trade it, how you want to have the DMI below 20 before you get in, and I will go over that again in another video. But basically, I try to enter only when the DMI is below the 20 line, okay, because that's when it has the most value. Basically, here's the concept. When you have the DMI go below 20, it's like a rocket that wants to take off. There's a lot of potential energy behind it, coiled up like a spring, waiting to go off. So you could see, like, when it's just floating around here, but when it gets below 20, that's when it wants to rocket. And then, of course, the DMI eventually wanders its way back on down below 20, and then once again it wants to rocket. So that's the safest place to make an entry. And then when I get out is when these two lines, these are the DI plus and the DI negative lines, when they come outside or above the DMI line, which is the purple line, that's basically when it's a dead zone. Okay, that's basically when I don't want to be in anymore. So when one or two of them are underneath this purple line and they're inside, like in this area, there's a lot of action happening. Okay, there's a lot of volatility. But when it's outside the DMI line, outside above the purple line, it's kind of dead. And another way to know it's dead is these trailers. Okay, when they flatline like a dead heartbeat, nothing's happening. See that? And as soon as they start either moving up or down, that's go time. And one way I know that I get in is when it goes below, the DMI purple line goes below 20, the time to get in is when one of these crosses it and goes on the inside. So you can see right here, there's a cross. If you look right up, that's when the flat line stops, and that's when the ribbon starts going up, and that's a good time to get in. So not only do you want to wait below 20, okay, if both of these are above the DMI line out in the wild, in the wildlands I call it, I stay out. And especially if there's a flat line happening here, that's not a good time to get in. Things will go sideways, nothing's happening, and there's consolidation. And basically, if the market is going sideways, you're not making any money. If the market's going up or down, people like volatility. You know what I mean? And when these are outside the DM zone and you have a flat line here, that is when you want to be out. So when one of them or both are inside this purple or below the purple DMI line, see, like right here, not good. But then again, this line here is moving a bit. So I like to, when both are happening, when they're outside, when this is outside and this is completely flat, that's when I like to be outside. That's when I want to be out. I don't want to be trading. And again, the best time to get in is when the DMI is below 20, and you look over here, here's the 20 line coming all the way across. It's below 20, and when there's a crossover into the DMI zone underneath. So right here, again, here's the wildlands, they're both outside the DMI line, nothing's happening. And to verify this, you look up here, up, you got a complete flat line. See that tracer ribbon? That means stay out, nothing's happening. Then all of a sudden here, the blue line crosses into, so here, this is the right area. You want to always have something below the DMI purple line, okay? If they're outside of it, both above, don't touch it. So as soon as it crosses over, plus it's below 20, that's action time. So, you know, the next day it dropped, and let's see, it's coming across. So this was kind of a difficult situation here. Here all of a sudden it just flatlines, even though it's inside, okay? The flat line up here tends to take more dominance while I'm looking at the chart than having both inside here, because you might be saying, well, if both are inside here and this is flat, which one would you listen to then? Well, I think I would more pay attention to the flat line. Basically, when you see a flat line and it's outside, well, there's no doubt, okay? But sometimes you'll see them both be inside and you'll see a flat line. I tend to pay attention more to the flat line here. So it's coming across, and all of a sudden, whoop, it stops being flat, and you start getting action. Plus, you have one or both of these DI lines below the DMI purple line, and then it's Action Jackson time. Then thing starts moving. So basically, that's it. I'm gonna have more videos just showing me trading during the day, and you know, I'll be explaining aloud what I'm thinking about as things go along, and I will also go over again the end of day situation where you want to look at QQQ in the 15-minute and in the 3-minute time scale, 20 minutes before close, to see if the market's going to gap up or gap down the next day, or just keep going in the direction it's going. If you want to see preview that, go back to my last video and I talk about that and show how that works. But I will go over that again. Alright guys, thanks for watching.